Bernhard is the founder and CEO of Pathfinder Associates, a consulting company that helps Global 2000 companies and software vendors design and develop great applications. Bernhard's perspective on the software industry is informed by his 18 years of experience as a consultant, a software entrepreneur, and an investment banker in mergers and acquisitions. So with that, we'd like you to take it away, Bernhard.
Thanks, John. I'm looking forward to that conference in June. The conference in October was great, and this one should be even better.
Thank you.
Let me give you a little bit more sort of background on it myself and my company, and then get into our presentation. I've been in IT for about 18 years and founded Pathfinder about 8 years ago to develop software and web applications for our clients. We work for clients in a variety of industries, ranging from software vendors to healthcare and financial services. We've developed a lot of software in that time and started incorporating user experience design into our methodology about 4 years ago. It's helped us to develop even better software for our clients. And we've been so successful that we now provide user experience design services to software vendors. We're going to talk a little bit about the shift that we've been seeing in software needs and what that means for product managers and software firms. We'll talk a little bit about how user experience design can help. Some of you may be familiar with the term. For those of you who are not, user experience design is a different approach to designing things, products, services, and software that is being used by many companies to gain competitive advantage. It reverses the paradigm, goes to the user for validity, and it looks at their experience rather than just features and functionality. We'll then take a look at some real-world techniques that we use and that you can apply and answer some of your questions. Thomas Friedman, in his best-selling book, The World is Flat, really captured a lot of what's been going on in our world. He uses the term flat world to describe a world where communication is open, where our interactions are interconnected and global, and where those interactions are real-time, and where the pace is accelerating. More and more, this is the world we live in. Technology has been a major catalyst for this, but it's also been influenced by these trends. It helps to put software in a historical context. Back in the good old days, I'm not going to go back to the real early days of Turing machines and ENIAC, but some of you may recognize this screen, although it's a little blurry on here. It's an early version of the spreadsheet Lotus 123 from 1983. Software really used to be something you dealt with and adjusted to rather than it adjusting to you. That was tolerable because you used it to do discrete things that would be very laborious to do otherwise. It made life a little bit easier, kind of like the washing machine or the electric light. Most people only really had to deal with a few interfaces, and expectations were low, and people learned to adjust. Over time, this has changed. With the advent of PCs, GUIs, and client-server computing, this has enabled more complex systems and more complex user interactions. It made the software more available and easier for people to use. And then the Internet came along and changed expectations again. Information, applications, and services are always available, and it's easy to switch between them. Wireless, broadband, smart devices, and AJAX have really just accelerated that trend. The issue that we've seen through this evolution to where we are now and where we're continuing to go is that all these systems are more interconnected, they're more complex, and we're more dependent on them. Not only that, we have to deal with more and more of them, and we really have a limited capacity to continually learn and adjust to non-intuitive interfaces. So this is where the shift comes in. With more systems, more complexity, and more dependence, the old way of designing software really doesn't work. Bob Schneiderman's book, Leonardo's Laptop, describes the shift very well. The second transformation of the new computing is the shift from machine-centered automation to user-centered services and tools. It's happened in many other technology domains as they've matured. The first cars didn't really compare all that well to a horse and buggy in terms of reliability, comfort, and ease of use. But if you look at today's cars, they provide great safety, comfort, and ease of use, from air conditioning to shock absorbers, airbags and APS to GPS, stereo systems, automatic parallel parking, and lane change sensors, at least if you're in Japan.